Welcome to Inkpulp Audio. Never thought I'd say that while you're just looking at me. Up until now, this podcast has been primarily audio, and there's something crazy going on. So I'm going to go with video. See, I've been spending 2020 trying to figure out my next season of Inkpulp Audio. And I was going to launch another GoFundMe for another trip to go record some more episodes because the Portland sessions were awesome. But then this happened, the coronavirus. And it has impacted everyone's life across this globe dramatically. And that started making me think, well, I'm not going to be able to travel anytime soon. And then when I am going to be able to travel, I don't know what everything's going to look like. My schedule, anything. I just don't know what anything is going to look like. And during this time, I have found, while we're all social distancing, self-quarantining, or on lockdown, or wherever in the world you are with whatever's going on, I am seeing some amazing things happen. And I'm seeing some awful things happen. So one of the amazing things that's happened is people are connecting on a deeper level, more frequently, more personally than I've seen in a very long time. I feel like we've all been stuck in our heads, overloaded with work, stuck in our phones. But this seems to have made us think, put us on pause, or maybe it's scared us enough where we feel the need to connect. Whatever it is, I have found myself, and I know a lot of people have found themselves connecting through video conversations. And for the first time in my life, I'm drawing while talking to and hanging out with other artists. And that's when it hit me. That's what this season should be. I know Inkpulp Audio has been about never recording through the internet. But this is a very different circumstance. And I can't see another situation where I will record through the internet again. But for now, I think it's important because we are all trying to connect. And Inkpulp Audio has always been about me and the guest connecting and recording an intimate conversation and hopefully connecting the industry itself. So I thought this would be a good reason to allow video to happen here or internet recordings to happen. So, I mean, we're going to be talking about whatever comes to mind, obviously, but I want to use this as a means of recording what life was like during this time, what the life of an artist was like during this time, because honestly, it's in some ways not that different. For me, during a time of isolation, I found myself more social, which I find interesting. Our industry is facing a change. Some say needed change. I myself, I mean, we'll talk about it. I'll be talking about it with all my guests. I hate to see comic shops hurting. I hate to see artists hurting. I'm hurting. And I'll talk about all this stuff. But a lot of people have a lot of opinions and a lot of ideas, and I think it's worth talking about. Also, I'm curious to see how you, the audience, enjoy watching us draw. And most of the artists that we're going to have on, I mean, I can't think of it. I mean, there's probably a few artists who aren't being impacted by this financially in some way, shape, or form. But myself, I lost all my income for 2 months, minimally. And I've turned to streaming with Essential Sequential and taking on commissions And I think all of us are going to be just trying to produce original artwork for sale. And the thing is, the buying community is suffering too financially. So that's hard. It's hard for us to try to raise money. It's hard for you to try to spend money. So I get that. More stuff to talk about. My Kickstarter is basically, I mean, today it's ramping up a little bit thanks to my good buddy Matteo Scalera, the other half of the infamous Fratelli brothers. But it stalled out for a good while there when the scare really started. So it's affecting all of us, and even if you're not an artist, maybe you can feel there's common ground or connection happening. So I'm going to give you a little taste of what this will be like. This is just an intro, so it's just me, but I'm going to switch from this camera to the camera above my art table